Hi everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another process video. I apologize for my previous video. I really do not know what happened. So let's just go ahead and get ready with this video. Today I'm working with the LE Studios Sycamore Lane line. I have four different papers I'm using: Autumn, Traditions, Together, and the fourth one, I believe, is called Memories. That is the cut-apart one I'm going to use. Not this one that's 6x6, but it actually has these smaller cut-aparts. But I had already used the branding strip on another page. I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure it's called Memories. Now, I wasn't sure which one I was going to use as my background, and I decided on this gray and yellow diagonal stripe. And I decided pretty quick I want to use this gray arrowed branding strip as part of my paper as well. So I cut apart the one that has 4 6x6s on the back end, and I'm going to use two of those layered like that for my photo. I had matted it on the, it's a white with a blue crossing diagonal lines, so you really can't see very much of it. It's just basically a boundary between the pattern papers and the photo. I got the Tim Holtz Distress ink holders for Christmas, so I have all my mini inks in there now, which is great because I don't know if you guys watch all my videos, but I have ferrets, and one of them loves to open up my inks. So now I have this, and she can't get her little claws into them. So I inked the edges of both of those with cement ink by Hero Arts. I was testing, charcoal ink by Hero Arts. I tested the wet cement and the charcoal, and the wet cement is more of a warm gray, but the charcoal is more of a cool gray, which is what I was looking for. So I cut out this little feather piece to go with the feather pattern paper. The thing with the cut aparts is I never can cut them correctly, so I always have to end up trimming them off. This is the other side of the 6x6 papers, and I want to just use a little piece of that. And then the other piece with all the different scribble shapes, I just grabbed. I'd used that in a previous layout. I actually have a video for it. It's I Found Waldo, that's what it's called. That's the last time I used the Sycamore line. Now I moved that triangular paper out of the way, and I realized I really liked it as kind of a grounding piece for my layout, so I decided to use it around the edges, but I am going to gut it because I actually like this paper, so I do want to use it for something else. The other side has pink arrows, which I like, but I think I like this side better. Now this picture is a group shot of a bunch of kids. My niece went to a summer master class at the University of Hartford, which is a local university, and they have classes for junior and high school students. She plays both the alto saxophone and the baritone saxophone. She took the class on the baritone saxophone as that's her preferred instrument right now. She very much enjoys playing and plays in several different bands, so it's fun. So I'm putting down the papers now, and I'm trying to get them straight. I don't quite get it right, but it's good enough for me. So I'm getting all my papers down and where I want it, and I gutted the other one, but this yellow one I did not gut because, honestly, I didn't love the paper and I didn't love the other side, so I just went ahead and glued it down on each side rather than cut out what I needed. Now, once I get this situated, I will glue the other strips down before I move on to anything else. Yeah, and I'm having trouble with my ATG. And for some reason, I thought it would be much easier to turn the ATG around backwards than to actually turn the paper around. I sometimes don't know what I'm doing. But at least this video has managed to be correct. I really don't know what happened to my last video. It just got messed up from the start, but I figured out a way to fix the problem, which was my video was too long and then it compacted too much, I'm pretty sure, is what a friend of mine said. So I pulled out these cork pieces, and these are actually from the Sycamore Lane line. And I love them, I really want to use them, but honestly, there is so much gray in this that the cork just looks odd. So I place them out like where I think I want them to go, but I just can't do it. I do end up using the Love This cut apart. I cut it down though, because I don't like the size of it is just too large for what I'm trying to do with it. So I go through my puffy sticker collection, and I grab that cut apart and put it at the bottom. And here I am placing the cork pieces. And I mean, I like them. I like the cork pieces a lot. They just are too brown in all the gray. So I take them off, and I ink up the edges of this Love This, and then I realize it's just too big for what I'm looking for it to do. So I cut it down, and then I have to re-ink the edges I cut down. And it goes back right where I had it before. Of course, I managed to get ink on my paper. Sorry, folks, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. Oh, yes, I went to go get some label stickers, and I wanted to look at these stickers. These are the Annie Tangerine Remark stickers in, I want to say it's called Good Stuff or Right Stuff, something like that. I'm not quite sure. I was looking for some grounding things, and I actually found that sticker which says These Moments for part of my journaling, and then I grabbed one of these label stickers from Studio Calico to use to add a pop of color behind that Love This cut apart. And so that goes down. And I get that feather cut apart down too. And now I'm going to look for some stickers. And I find this one that says awesome. And I'm going to add some more later, but for right now, that's going to be all I take from there. And now I've got the Evilicious puffy stickers, and I add a teal camera to the upper right-hand corner, and then I use several different ones on that feather cut apart. An arrow that says epic, a heart, and a star. And then I find another circle with a heart in it for the bottom right-hand cluster I'm going to make. I went and got my favorite alphas this time around. I actually had purchased several packages, and I had to go get another package because I'm all out of A's and I'm all out of T's, and the one I want to use in here is Master, because that's what it was called. It was called Summer Masterclass. So you can tell quite visibly the A and the T are from a different package. They are very different colored, and they're actually not lined up properly when I took the photo. After I took the photo is when I noticed that the T is all wonky. So I do fix that afterwards, but I just didn't fix it before I took the photo. So I put those all in my handy dandy Ziploc bags that I got, and I go looking for some small alphas to finish the title. What I was really looking for was for colored ones, to add some color to that corner, because right now it's just yellow and gray. But I really couldn't find any, so instead I grabbed those black Tim Holtz ones, and I grabbed the Studio Calico Gray ones too, but I decided not to use them. And I go looking back in the Amy Tangerine sticker pack, and here's where I find that pinkish red feather. So I add that behind the Love This cut apart, and then I find another feather, but as I look at it, I realize it's going to be it's a pattern as opposed to a solid. But then I find this pink circle, which is exactly what I was looking for. I cut it apart because I know I'm never going to, it says list, and I'm never actually going to use anything that says that. So I cut each end off, and then I'm going to put the word summer on the side of the M, and then the word class underneath the where the other half of that circle is. And I'm going to cut most of this out because I realize how boring it is placing letters. So it's really funny. You'll see in the photo at the end, she has this giant baritone saxophone. So she's like incredibly separated from everyone else in the photo. And I'm like, you could have left the saxophone. And she's like, well, what if someone took it? I'm like, babe, there are like hundreds of people in the audience. No one's going to take your saxophone. So here I am, and I'm just adding 2014 because she goes to this every summer. So just to differentiate. So I'm writing part 1 of my journaling, and it says, Noelle took the Heart School Summer Masterclass. The concert rocked. So I'm really digging deep here with the story for that one. I actually am doing some secondary journaling, so I grabbed this red rimmed Martha Stewart label sticker, and I ripped off the end so I could just tuck it under there and it would fit, because otherwise it was going to be too long. And my second part of the journaling was she really learned a lot about improvising and working on jazz works. So that was the basis of her masterclass, was a lot of jazz working, which is what she doesn't get at school. She gets a lot of concert working, but just not the jazz working. So now I'm going to pull out, I believe, my enamel dots. I'm going to pull out my enamel dots, and I'm going to put yellow, pink, and aqua, teal, whatever, in 3 spots, up by the Love This, down by the red label, and then over by the feather cut apart. And after I do that, I'm going to take it over and I'm going to put some mist on it. I'm going to use the Peony by Prima Color Bloom, the black Heidi Swap, and the white Dilutions. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I'm so glad it's working again. Thank you so much if you got through the first one. I'm on vacation this week, so my hope is to get quite a bit of videos done. Thank you so much. Please like and comment. Thank you so much. I love all you guys. You're